say is true. Anyone can cook.
Anybody can cook meth.
What you talking about, man? I don't do drugs.
And of course that stands for Methamorphosis, which is a rewards campaign currently on Mantle. So in this video we're going to go over Methamorphosis, see mETH, mETH, cook, airdrops, and a lot of other things where you can earn points for additional rewards.
We get crack at the end.
This video is in collaboration with the Mantle team. They've tasked me to show you how to get started with their liquid staking, how to use some DeFi, and the rewards you can potentially get. But of course, when it comes to DeFi, there are a lot of risks, so be sure to manage those risks appropriately and consider this video just educational material. So if that sounds good, let's get started, and we first need to understand what is Mantle. Now, Mantle is a layer 2 blockchain, meaning it makes Ethereum transactions faster and cheaper. And of course, when it comes to layer 2 blockchains, there are a lot to choose from, but each one does have its unique features, and that's why we're highlighting Mantle, which actually has transactions, which actually has some activity, while many others do not. This site is called rollup.wtf, and it just showcases what's currently happening on chain. This doesn't show the capacity of transactions per second, but just a real time of how many transactions are currently happening right now. Now, a little more technical information on Mantle. They are a modular layer 2, which means they can swap out different things depending on what works best. Now, this could be things like transaction execution, finality, and data availability. Mantle also has a close relationship with the Bybit crypto exchange, very similar to how BNB Chain and Binance work together, as well as Coinbase and Base. And to use the Mantle blockchain, you're going to need the Mantle token for gas fees. This helps process those transactions. So that is available on Bybit if you want to get started, or if you are a DeFi user, we can buy that on Ethereum with Uniswap. And there are a lot of different ways to get started, and I'll show you that later in this video. So let's get cooking and take a look at the Methamorphosis campaign. Now, there are a lot of different LSD platforms that allow you to stake ETH, and you earn interest from that, including on Mantle. Now, when you do stake your ETH on Mantle, you get mETH, that is Mantle ETH. This could happen either on Ethereum or on the Mantle network. You can see here that there are different reward levels. If you're on Ethereum, you can get up to 5x powder per day and up to 40x if you are on Mantle. But of course, that comes with different levels of risk because you're providing liquidity rather than just holding mETH, and we'll get into that later in this video. And when it comes to LSDs or liquid staking derivatives, Mantle is up there. It is in 4th place right now. There's Lido, Rocket Pool, and Binance Staked ETH. So Mantle is a growing platform, so there is a reputation there. And Mantle wants to continue growing, and to do that, they are creating these incentive campaigns for you to get started getting into the Mantle ecosystem and being rewarded for it. So that's why we need to understand mETH and cook. Now, C stands for crystal, at least from what I hear, so that's crystal mETH and the cook token. All right, so mETH marks the next phase of our growth journey on Mantle LSP, representing a metamorphosis from mETH to mETH. A permissionless and composable liquid restaking token broadens access to restaking opportunities. That just means if you're holding this token, you are earning the staking rewards from Ethereum automatically. mETH holders who wish to participate in the risk-reward of restaking can choose to convert their mETH to mETH when it becomes available. Cook was also introduced as the new governance token for Mantle LSP, empowering stakeholders to actively participate in decisions regarding development and strategic direction. So right now there are a lot of different Methamorphosis partners, a lot of platforms you've very likely heard of, like Eigenlayer, Karak, Zirkit, Symbiotic, Pendle, Athena, and many more. Which means if you participate in any of these platforms, you can be rewarded for it. So that's the incentive for you to get started. You earn rewards for staking your ETH, and a lot more in the form of points and other rewards and potential airdrops, depending on where you decide to put your Mantle ETH. So if that sounds good, we're going to walk through this process. If you're new to DeFi, I'm going to go through this step by step so you understand everything and it doesn't seem too unknown or scary. Yeah, because DeFi is very scary. If you're not familiar with it, there's a lot of mistakes you can make. Getting started. So we are here at the Methamorphosis campaign page. I do have a referral link if you'd like to support the channel. The link will be in the description, and you can also share your referral link with others. So we are here at the Methamorphosis campaign. We are going to connect our wallet. I like using Rabby wallet. I'm going to connect to it here, and we are connected. You can see here I already have a balance. Now this page updates once per day, so don't expect it to update in real time. And at the top right here, it shows a countdown of how many days are left in this campaign. Scrolling down, we can see how we can earn these incentives, and we can get up to 40x powder per day, or 5x powder per day if we stick on Ethereum. Now, this is a pretty easy process too if we happen to hold mETH in Symbiotic, in Karak, in Eigenlayer, and in Zirkit. But if we want to take the steps of moving that over to Mantle, we can do that too, and we will. So let's get started. We're going to head over to Uniswap. We are going to trade our ETH for mETH, and that is Mantle Staked Ether. Be sure you have the right one because yeah, you could easily pick the wrong one. So it is a little risky if we do it this way. Otherwise, we could also just buy some Mantle. So if we type in MNT, we get the Mantle contract that appears as the first one, and we could swap for some Mantle and then swap that over for Ethereum when we get to the Mantle network. Now let's say you already had some MNT tokens for gas. Well, you can bridge over Ethereum very quickly. So you'd go to the Mantle website, we'd look for mETH at the top here, we'd go to stake, and then we'd be able to stake 0.1 Ethereum, and we'd get 0.096283 mETH. And if we select this toggle here, we can bridge to L2 after staking. This just means it's going to move your mETH from Ethereum to Mantle. So this simplifies the process, and we don't have to go through all these different steps to get mETH on the Mantle network. So before we get started on the Mantle network, if we are going to go the DeFi route, we're going to need some Ethereum in our wallet to make these transactions, and we're going to need some Mantle tokens. Now, if you want to bypass a lot of this, it's going to be a lot easier to buy MNT on an exchange and then withdraw that to the Mantle network. Otherwise, we can do everything the DeFi route. So we're going to need some Mantle tokens, and I am on Ethereum mainnet, and we are going to buy some and then bridge them over. So I'm here on Uniswap, and we are going to buy 100 Mantle tokens. And then we're going to go to the Mantle bridge, which is available at mantle.xyz. Bridge at the top here, mainnet bridge. And then again, at the top here, they have a new bridge, and it's this address, app.mantle.xyz/bridge. We're then going to connect our wallet at the top here, and then you can see our balance has been populated in this box, 100 MNT tokens, and we're going to be moving them from Ethereum to Mantle. So I'm going to hit max, and then we're going to use the official bridge. Now, if you want to use third-party bridges, those are also available, and they're a lot more convenient if you want to withdraw. So the third-party bridges that are supported by Mantle are owl2.finance, xy.finance, Squid Router, and Bungee Exchange. But for this example, we're using the official bridge, allocate allowance, confirm in your wallet, and in just a moment, we're going to have some Mantle on the Mantle network. Now that you have some Mantle tokens on the Mantle network, we can get started with the Methamorphosis campaign. So there's a lot of different things we can do to start earning, and that's from providing liquidity on various levels of assets. So it all depends on what kind of risks do we want to take. Right now, the markets have been very volatile, but I enjoy the risk, so I prefer to hold ETH in any situation, and that could be you holding mETH on Stargate, Nativland, Tsunami, Aurelius, Lendl, Karak, any one of those. And that'll get you up to 20x powder per day, plus some Eigenlayer points for their upcoming airdrop. Now this is all in addition to earning Powder, which is the point system for the Methamorphosis campaign, which will get you the Cook airdrop. So right now it's like we're at a restaurant and we get to pick what appeals to us and what situation do we want to be in. So we can add liquidity for the mETH USDT pair or USDE pair in merchant mode. That's going to get us 40x powder per day. But whenever you're adding liquidity, you want a market that goes sideways so you make all the gains from the trading volume. If the markets are pumping or dumping, that situation might not be ideal. I think Ethereum is going to pump, so I'd rather hold some Ethereum. So I don't want to be in one of these trading pairs at the moment. Maybe I do at a different time, but maybe I just want to hold ETH. And you can do that with Merchant Mo or Agni by holding mETH, Mantle ETH, and Wrapped Ethereum. So we're going to do that with Merchant Mo. I'm going to hit deposit here. This is going to open the mETH WETH trading pool in Merchant Mo, and I already have some assets here that are trading. But that might be confusing to look at, so we'll look at that a little bit later. So with the mantle that we bridged over, we can trade that in Merchant Mo or any other decentralized exchange on the Mantle network, and we want to get exposure to one of these campaigns. More specifically, I would like to participate in the mETH and WETH pool in Merchant Mo. So that means we're going to need some mETH and WETH, which means we're going to buy 50 MNT tokens worth of WETH, 50 MNT tokens worth of mETH, and then we can participate in the pool. So we want to find the mETH WETH trading pool in Merchant Mo. So I scroll down here, it was the second vault. You can see the rewards we're getting. We are getting Eigenlayer points and we are getting Mantle's Metamorphosis campaign points, which is called Powder. So to participate in this pool, we need to add liquidity. So we are in the add liquidity section. I'm going to hit max mETH, max WETH. We can choose the liquidity shape. Now these options are specific to Merchant Mo, but these parameters mean if you're using spot, you want something that is versatile in a sideways moving market. You want curve if you think it's going to be very concentrated and it's not going to have a lot of deviation, which it won't. So we want curve for this one. Or you could use bid ask in a more volatile situation. So ideally in this situation, we want to use curve, and we're going to approve mETH in our wallet. Then we're going to approve WETH in our wallet, wETH wrapped Ethereum, and then we're going to add liquidity. So this is all happening in real time, no cuts, even if I mess up talking, and we've confirmed this in our wallet. We've added liquidity. This is all happening fairly quickly, and then if we refresh the page, we should see our liquidity up here. But I already had some assets, so that's why this has already been populated. And that's it. So now we have added liquidity to the mETH WETH trading pool in Merchant Mo. We are earning from any potential trades that happen between this pair, and we're also earning powder for the Metamorphosis campaign, as well as Eigenlayer points. Mantle reward station. So let's understand what's going on here. With the Metamorphosis campaign, we're earning powder to get the potential Cook airdrop in the near future. And another way to earn the Cook token is by locking MNT through Mantle reward station. Now, Mantle reward station is a way to incentivize people locking Mantle. And at the moment, you could earn Ethena shards for locking up your Mantle, as well as points for the upcoming Cook airdrop, so you get those rewards. So by staking MNT, we will be earning Ethena shards and the Cook airdrop, and these Ethena shards are redeemable for the Ethena token at a conversion rate of 582 M shards per 1 ENA. And if you're not familiar with Ethena, it is this platform that is a stable coin where you can earn interest on it, and it's backed by big names in the crypto industry like Dragonfly, Binance Labs, Arthur Hayes, and more. So to get started with Mantle Reward Station, it's really easy. We want to lock some Mantle. Now I already have some Mantle locked up here, and you can see my lock status. It's going to unlock in 50 days, and you can choose how long you want to lock it up, and there are additional rewards for that. So if you have a flexible unlock, which means unlock at any time, you are earning at a 1x rate. For 50 days, 1.3x, 100 days, 1.5, 200, 2x, 300, 3x. And you can lock any amount of tokens. So for this example, we're going to lock 10 tokens for 300 days, and then we get the confirmation. Please note, 10 MNT will be locked in for 300 days. You can only unlock once it has matured, meaning it's locked. We won't be able to access these tokens for 300 days. And again, maybe you want something more flexible or a shorter time period. So I'm going to confirm this in my wallet. MNT has been successfully locked, and now we are participating in Mantle Reward Station. We're earning Athena shards and any other incentives that may come up while our tokens are locked, as well as cook points, and our Methamorphosis campaign dashboard updates once per day, so we'll be able to track our earnings. All right, that was a lot of DeFi. I crammed a lot of DeFi into providing liquidity and other things. And yeah, it's a lot of information. If you're new to DeFi, it can be a little scary, but take things slow, risk what you can afford to lose because you're likely gonna make some mistakes. Now, if you want to get started with this campaign, I do have a referral link that helps out this channel. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. And if you have any questions regarding DeFi, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer whatever questions there are in the first few days. And there are a lot of spam bot comments. I can't stop that. YouTube is pretty terrible at filtering those out, even though they're very obvious. But that's it. All right, with that, I hope you got your full value for today.